Welcome to Data Science in Python. We're doing regression. I guess this is part 2. This one we're going to learn how to put some pictures together using what we have and what we've done so far. All right, so the first thing we might want to do is shorten up what we have here. So notice I have to go from here and then fit the model. I can actually do this right here. I can put fit right here and it will do all of it together. You can chain these ideas together. So that'll just save us one line of code. But I wanted to show you that they are different ideas and one works with the next. All right, so if we're going to make some pictures, then we're going to need something to make some pictures with. So we're going to need to import our favorite library here that we've been using. If you've been following the videos, matplotlib, okay? And we're going to use pyplot in this case as PLT. And this will be plotting stuff. That way we know what it's there for. The rest of this is the same, so we should be able to run all of this directly and not have a problem. So run it, everything's there, everything's good because it worked last time. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is get some predictions so that we can plot this stuff. And we want the predicted line. So I'm going to do CT1, and I'll call it pred because that's what we're going to have it be. We're going to take and I'm going to put this as res because that's what it was before. And let's see, this will be CT1 res, and then here we'll get underscore predictions. And you can see it's right here. Okay, so if you just click that, you don't need to put anything in this. This is just going to reach out there, and it's going to grab those predictions for us. Okay, and this will give us a data set that we can work with. So let's run this and see what happens. Okay, we can go over here to our variable explorer, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So this is CT1 pred, and if you open it up, you'll see that it has a whole bunch of stuff on it. Okay, and we're going to peel some things off of this for us to be able to get upper and lower bounds and stuff like that. So notice there's a summary frame here. It says method. That's what we're going to use in just a second. So what we want to do is get the upper and lower bounds. So we'll get some LCL, lower bound, and we're going to use our CT1. Let's see here, pred, and we are going to do summary frame, and then we're going to take the obs ci lower. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing for the upper. So get ready to copy and paste here. We don't spend a lot of time messing up. Change it to the upper confidence limit. Back that up. And then here we want to change this to upper. And this will give us information about this. Okay, there's one other thing I want to do here is notice that I modified X here. Okay, I had modified it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make right now little x down here, and I'm just going to make it this again by itself. That way we can just plot it directly, okay? Because x no longer is just by itself. It has a column of ones added to it, and it'll add some interesting things to our pictures that we don't want to do. So we just want to get the x variable alone. Now that I have this, I have all the pieces that I need to start making some pictures. So this is where we're going to start making some pictures. And I'm going to use subfigure because I'm going to put or subplots because I'm going to put a legend on this. So I'm going to have figure and AX is equal to PLT subplots. And then you can actually put a figure size in this if you want. Or you could just do with the default. Doesn't really matter. I guess we can try subplots by itself at first. Then we can do AX dot plot. We're going to use little x and capital Y. Okay, and we're going to make these, I don't know, blue, and we're going to let's see here, do label, and this will be, in this case, we'll just call it data at the moment, and we'll see what this looks like first. Make sure it gives us a plot we can use. Okay, we come over here to plots, and there's our plot. And notice that's not what we want. We want individual points here. So that's part of the problem. So we want individual points versus connected points. Okay, so we'll need to, let's see, what if I put in here, let's see what that does. Does that give us a better picture? Right, so now we have these dots, and we can use the dots directly. Okay, now we can do AX plot, and we can put on here X, and then what we want is our fitted values, or we can just use our predicted values. So if we wanted to put our fitted values on there, we could, but let's put on here, CT1 res dot fitted values. Okay, it's a lot to type. And I'm going to make this red, and I'm going to put dash dash to see what this does. And then I'm going to put in here label. Remember, we need labels if we're going to make an item later. So, and I probably should put these in quotes since it's an actual text versus a command. Okay, so let's see, quotes. And we're going to call this fitted. And let's see what this does. See if this will give us what we're looking for here. And sure enough, we get a line through there, which is exactly what we were looking for. So now we have a line on here. We can add our upper and lower limits. AX plot. We're going to use X again, but this time we're going to use LCL. And let's say we use, again, R, and let's see if we just do dash dot. Will that work? Let's see what that looks like. So run it again, and notice we're just slowly building this up. Notice now my line has dash and dot versus just dash dash. Okay, and then I'm going to copy and paste this. And I'm going to put U in here for UCL for the upper confidence limit. And then the last thing I'm going to do is put a legend in. And here I'm going to put the location equals whatever best is. It'll find the best location for it. And let's see what this looks like. Run the selection, and bingo. So notice we have up here the fitted, we have the data, and we have our upper and lower prediction limits. All right, so we figured out how to do this. We know how to make a picture with our regression on it now, with the bands on it, and we have complete control over everything. In the next video, we're going to look at why in the world do we have to add this constant. So we'll do that next, and I will see you there.